It's a roller coaster ride, like you said. We all got there expecting, to be able to go to New York and take the rookies there. There was, everybody the first season, like me, Reese, and Ryan, were 3 years in the league, 3 seasons.
We are near.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now here's Johnson. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Rubio against Conley. In the corner, it's Oubre. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Rubio. Back to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Mitchell. He feeds it to Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Booker, and he converts the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
For the Jazz, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. And the Suns making a change here as well. Sharch checked in for Johnson. Now here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the defense, no time to react on the Rudy Gobert throwdown.
Sharch attacking, banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Gobert after the basket by Dario Saric. Bogdanovich dishes to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev.
Ayton trying to break free, and it's Saric, that time on the assist from Rubio.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And stolen by Ayton. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. Ball stolen. Carter outside. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Jazz trail by 4. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Clarkson finds Davis. Clarkson with the ball. Kaminsky's there. Gobert the pass to Davis. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, they factor on the glass right now.
Jerome, good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Davis. And Gobert kicks to Mudiay. Davis inside. He's guarded by Kaminsky. And it's Davis missing. Suns leading by 4. Bridges passes to Baines. Stolen by Clarkson. The drive by Gobert. Good on the bucket. Gobert's got 12.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Here's Kaminsky. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 14.
Well, Rudy Gobert with a nice, efficient look on the interior. That's pretty.
Bridges from down in the low post. It goes. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the 1. Nice shot by Gobert.
It's always a bonus when Rudy Gobert gets hot on the offensive end. This guy is doing a good job getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here is Carter following the bucket by the Jazz. Buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Davis finds Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Jazz passing it around. Davis, the pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Carter. Suns leading by 7. He lobs it up.
Well, we all know this young man.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Utah. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 6, and he banks in the layup. Bridges has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Suns. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And good that time.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Ayton inside. Davis is there. Kicks it out to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
Booker, with no one around, misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's now only a 1-point Suns lead.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. And a Oubre off the drive. He gets it in there.
I tell you, like lightning. Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
Ingles passes to Moutier. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Oubre with it. Now defended by Moutier. Baines passes to Jerome. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Count that bucket. Ingles has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
And Baines kicks to Oubre. And it's off from three-point range. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Well, we all know that free throw shooting early in his career was a major challenge for Rudy Gobert. What I like is he's made progress because he's put in the time.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Johnson. Rubio right side. 4 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Tries from 10. Here's Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one. And it's Conley penetrating. Good work there as it goes. Conley's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Jazz. Ingles against Oubre. Passes it to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Rubio. It's good. And the Suns lead by 2.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
But he gets it back. Yep, that one goes. Gobert's got it all tied up now for Utah.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Rubio following the bucket by the Jazz. Puts up a 3. Ingles with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Mitchell. Rubio outside. Offline with his 3.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
In the corner, it's Oubre. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. They lead by 4. And it's good for 2. Ingles has got 6 points in the quarter. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Ayton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Here's Conley. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Bridges for 3. The shot comes out. The Jazz go the other way with it. Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Back to Gobert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gobert's got 27 points.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Carter on the wing. To the right side. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Booker out there with Carter, and it's Baines in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Baines. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges misses. Jazz leading by 4. There's the feed to Clarkson. Here's Bogdanovich, and the layup's good off the glass. Bogdanovich has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jazz. Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first free throw is good, and Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Carter hits them both. And the Jazz with possession here. O'Neal dishes to Clarkson. And Kaminsky with a clear path to the hoop. Gobert with the block. Clarkson against Bridges. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Mitchell's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Carter, the pass to Saric. Kaminsky kicks to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. A 3 off the inbound. That's good from Booker on the assist by Bridges.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
On the wing, Booker. Carter finds Kaminsky. Booker outside. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's Clarkson. O'Neal trying to break free. And that one good from Clarkson. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead. Out to the wing. O'Neal against Bridges. Kaminsky. Sweet move. Rebound, Utah.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Jazz lead by 9.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
Now, here's Mitchell. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix making some changes. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Suns trail by 9. Back to Rubio. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Suns also making a change. Ayton's checked in. Conley gets the bucket.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Rubio. Michael Conley making his last shot, and he gets the bucket. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
That's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Johnson, he's checked in for Dario Saric. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Rubio against Conley. Mitchell right side. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Rubio outside. And here's Booker from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty.
Out to Conley, to the paint. And there's the pass to Ingles. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And it's Oubre off the drive. Ayton against Bogdanovich.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And it's Phoenix's ball.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself, even in the tight spots of the game.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Now, here's Rubio. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. At the top of the key, Ayton. Money!
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Here's Ingles. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And
all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
COVID hit, and now we're confined to our apartments, practicing from our apartments, playing from our apartments. It was a lot of stress. A lot of people didn't get to see their families until the end of the season. And we just somehow bottled all that up and told each other that we can either remember this season or we can look back and say, man, we had a great team. We didn't get the job done. And once we started looking at it that way, we just...
A view of I-40. And we've got...
Well, Kevin, yep.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Booker finds Ayton. Thunder with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Got a piece of it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game here, and the technical free throw is good.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Booker with it. The pass to Ayton. Johnson against Gallinari. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Charge comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And slam dunk by Saric. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So, There's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the Suns pick up 2. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Devin Booker. Diallo, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. The Thunder shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here is Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Šarić. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 4 on the clock. Carter kicks to Kaminsky, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Chris Paul's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Thunder leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Noel. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Now Bridges. And Carter has it in the corner to stop the run. And the layup is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It'll count. No good on the shot. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder up 4. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
one thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo up front. Diallo out there with Paul, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Oubre can't get it to go. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They lead by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, there's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Now here is Carter. And the pass to Jerome. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Diallo. Johnson outside. Back to Ayton. Adams, some nice D. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. The Thunder leading by 8. Paul outside. Pass to Diallo. Fires from deep. No good that time. Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's Carter penetrating. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Passes it to Dort. Paul right side from past the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Rudy just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Oubre finds Carter. Here's Ayton. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Pass to Diallo. Bounce pass from Paul. Stolen by Carter. And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Now here's Ayton. On the wing, Booker. The shot from the low post is good.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Ayton. Baines trying to get open. And it's Ayton missing. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Schroeder missing. Suns trail by 7. Rubio in the corner. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Muscala, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Out to the right wing. Ferguson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage. And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Booker, no fear at going to the basket. He's got the size as a two-guard to do that.
There's the pass to Dort. But they recover it. Adams, the pass to Dort. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Ayton. And pushing it up is Phoenix. Suns again in transition. And Rubio kicks to Ayton. To the paint. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Gallinari outside, inside. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist from Gallinari. Adams has got his first points of the game. Here's Oubre. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Thunder with the lead. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now for the lead. 2 free throws come. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Oubre outside. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre, the closer he gets, the more excitable he can be. What a finish.
Paul, right side. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams finds Muscala. Nobody near Schroeder. That shot missing. And Phoenix will come the other way. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Ayton throws it down.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Pass to Muscala. Clock at 4. Here's Paul. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Paul's got 9.
He seems to be always a step ahead of everybody else, with that time Chris Paul bailing out the team as the shot clock runs out.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the Suns pick up 2. Ball outside. Feeds to Adams. Up and in on the layup.
There's the willingness to compete from Steven Adams right there. Finishes through contact.
Carter outside. Pass to Jerome. Pass to Sharge. And Carter has it in the corner. And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel comes in for Adams. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Chris Paul. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Ayton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Back to Muscala. He feeds it to Noel. It's stolen by Sharge. Here's Bridges. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Gilgeous-Alexander at the 1 with Ferguson at the 2. Gallinari is out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup of the game for Oklahoma City. Suns leading by 9. Booker in the corner. Launches it. Sinks the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That one good for 2.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now the pass to Booker. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Dort gets it to go.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Booker with no one around. Baines plus second chance points on the tip in. And the Suns lead by 10.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gallinari passes to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3-pointer off the mark. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Rubio the pass to Booker. And here is Bridges. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Oklahoma City. And again, Devin Booker for three.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
Here's Ferguson. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Thunder trailing by 15. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-6 run. And the dunk by Booker.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Ferguson. The feed to Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's the Suns with the ball. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Over to the wing. Rubio with a wide open look. Another three for Phoenix.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Bridges for three. Offensive rebound.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
A nice Ferguson looking confident to get in there and knock one down.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says it.
that way we just started running the course and playing for each other, playing for each other's families, and the outcome spoke for itself.
You know, I expected, you know, I'm a rookie, so I expected, oh, we're going to New York every weekend, playing, I'm visiting, I'm meeting all kinds of new friends. Nope, none of that. So just expect the unexpected. That's how I can describe this season.
What both of them saying, like, it's been a crazy roller coaster.
We're the land of the free.
It's the NBA Live on 2K.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the pace. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Now here's Johnson to the inside. Here's Ayton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop. And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Phoenix shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From deep three-point range. Kicks it out to Beasley. It's stolen by Johnson. He's got a clear path. Here's Booker. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Russell from long range. Booker pulls it in. Quick start for the Suns in this one. 4-point game. And finished off by Oubre.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Beasley outside. Russell fires away from way outside. Again, Russell missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first. It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Now here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Chalk up 2 there. Booker's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Russell. Stolen by Rubio. Booker against Beasley. No good from Booker. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Okogie. Poked away. Beasley outside. Back to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 12. And it's Russell missing.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
No good. Towns with the defensive effort. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Towns down low. He's covered by 8.
Tremendous combination of power and finesse there. I mean, once Towns gets to the rim, it's a wrap.
Booker outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Johnson can't get it to go.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And the basket by Okogie.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Devin Booker. The Suns making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Timberwolves passing it around. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Sharch. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 10-point lead.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Culver passes to Layman. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Suns have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And again, it's the Suns missing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Culver with it, now guarded by Sharch. And that one misses from Layman. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. So it's the Timberwolves now, down by 12. The pass to Layman. Now here's Culver. Back to Layman. Here's Noel. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Suns lead by 12. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Inside, Sharch and Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point. Here's Jerome. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his first bucket in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. And guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Jerome, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Passes it to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Over to the left wing. Here's Noel. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Phoenix leading by 10. And here is Bridges. No points in the game yet for him. Carter, the pass to Jerome. Sharch in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound, Minnesota.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
to the left side wing. Here's Lehman, covered by Sharch. Now here's Johnson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Fast break, here come the Suns. Floats it up for Sharch. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And then Culver with the dunk.
A matter of speed that time for Culver. Got him inside for his shot, and the defense just couldn't keep up.
Pass to Sharch. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Towns. And that's going to be a treble. Juan Hernan Gomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. Phoenix also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Aaron Baines comes in for Sharch. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bridges. And Booker kicks to Rubio. Oubre outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Trying to end the drought. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tries again. It's Beasley on the wing. Russell with it. Guarded now by Rubio. A 3-ball. Kicks it out to Beasley. Right side, Russell. Here's Towns. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Out to Russell. Lets the 3 fly. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Ayton up top. He's guarded by Russell. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Russell from deep 3-point territory. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And with that, the Phoenix lead has got back down to 14 on those points from Russell.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
And so
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and that's a...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on it. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the center position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Oubre. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Now Oubre after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And stolen by Ayton. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game. Phoenix leading by 15. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
They get it back. Ayton, Booker, right side. Back to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6 points.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Rubio finds Ayton, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Booker with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Towns. Oh, what a finish!
Good. How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Oubre dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Timberwolves trail by 19. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Reed misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The shot by Sharch, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Jerome. And it's Carter missing. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. Bridges with the board. And Jared Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Carter outside. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And here's the break. And the layup falls.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover. Now
here is Carter. Here's Bridges. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Johnson. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Booker left side. Shoots the three. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
And it's Layman in the corner. Pass to Culver. Here is Russell. Takes the three. Good D by Booker.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Now, here is Russell. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got 5.
And you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
The pass to Booker. Carter with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. For 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Ayton in at the 5. The Suns need to get a shot off, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 17. Russell kicks to Hernangomez. Timberwolves passing it around. Okogie misses. The Suns shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Down low. Rubio the pass to Oubre. Baines with it. Knocked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. That's a jump ball. So it's the Timberwolves now. Minnesota shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for him. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Josh Okogie. And Johnson drops them both. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Booker against Beasley. Booker looking around. Fires for 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Booker dishes to Ayton. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Jerome. They get it again. And there's Oubre putting it right back in. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Now here's Booker. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
There's Russell with the 3. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Jerome. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Clock at 6. Passes it to Šarić. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Šarić doing a nice job slashing to the basket with real ease there at 6'10". He moves quite well.
Inside. Outside, Towns. From deep. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Jacks up a 3. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Minnesota making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Rubio's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now, here's Rubio. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Rubio the pass to Booker. From deep 3-point range. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Towns down low. Šarić is there. The offensive rebound to halt the run. And Towns lays it in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Back to Booker. Towns with the defensive effort. Now Hernan Gomez. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was
closer, you know. The COVID thing has made us even, in my opinion, made us even closer, you know. Made us have to be around each other and build a greater bond. So doing that, you know, it brought us closer, and I feel like it helped us become the team we became and that we are today.
So you guys make it all the way to the finals, and you're playing a very good Warriors team. What's going through your head?
A beautiful day as it usually is. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Rubio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Booker, following the bucket by the Jazz.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Pass to Johnson. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Oubre for 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's Utah's ball. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Good.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Three-pointer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Sharks checked in for Johnson. And a switcher also for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Mike Conley. Utah's on defense. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's Oubre. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Booker left side. Back to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with the block.
You gotta keep your head on the swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
O'Neal dishes to Gobert, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Bridges passes to Baines. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by Utah. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Gobert. Offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Now here's Gobert. He has 6. Count that one. That's now 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Phoenix no good that time either. Jazz leading by 10. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. Trying to find Moutier. Gets it to him. It's good.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Phoenix shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Gobert can't hit.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. 10-point lead. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass. And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz out in front. They lead by 8. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about...
Everybody had their reputations of what we should.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got O'Neal. Conley out there with Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's Bogdanovich in at the power forward.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The pass to Jerome. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Bain.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. To the inside. Got a hand on it. Carter looking around. Feeds it to Bridges. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Conley, the pass to Clarkson. And Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 6. And here they go. Back to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through. Hey, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
The cleverness of Conley getting the defender to be way too handsy with him.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner, and in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And that one is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Down low, here's Mitchell, and the rejection by Ayton. Lobbed up there for Booker. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Conley misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Oubre, no one around him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now just a 4-point Utah lead. Passes it to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Suns.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And here's Booker from the arc. Conley grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Mitchell. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Nice play by Donovan Mitchell. You love a guard who can take it up strong, take the bump, and still convert.
And the Suns making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Moutier, he's checked in for the Jazz.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive. Though he's not known to be a great shooter, Rubio gives you a lot of things. Versatility, size out of the backcourt, and he's a coach out there on the floor.
Another miss by Utah.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Sharge nails them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. Gobert can't hit. Suns trail by 3. Puts it up for Rubio. It's stolen by Moutier. And they're on the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. And that's 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Rubio finds Sharge, and that one is off. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Ingles with the ball. And it's Mitchell missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. The first quarter was all about Rudy Gobert. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
I love the play call. Aiden's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Mitchell passes to Ingles, lets it go with the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Conley for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jazz trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The feed to Bogdanovich and taken away by Johnson. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. Rubio finds Ayton, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And these are the shots you want Ayton taking. He's just so smart on offense.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Inside, Ayton, the pass to Johnson, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break, here come the Jazz. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Mike Conley.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Jazz also changing it up. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Jazz making a switch here. Moutier is checked in. And here's Booker from the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Baines finds Bridges. Jazz trail by 5. Swiped away. And now the Suns, a fast break. Off target at the rim. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Now, this is why Gobert is shooting over 60% for his career. Highly efficient inside.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The drive by Booker. Poked loose. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Jazz trail by 7. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. O'Neal's got his first points in this one.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? The Suns leading by 7. Booker with no one around, and the 3 ball is good. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Inside, dives for it, Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Carter for three. But they get it back. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's O'Neal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He's perfect from the line this time. 6 seconds left in the third. Here's Oubre, and he drops it in from the low post. Oubre's got 8 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. Nice ball movement by Utah. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Doesn't have to jump much because of his length. It is unmatchable. Rudy Gobert.
Rubio misses.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Stolen by Conley. Here we go, all alone. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And for a man his size, it's amazing how Gobert gets up and down the court.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. To the wing right side. Oh, Ayton in position. Out to Saric. Oubre outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Saric. Johnson in the corner. There's the triple. And the Suns miss again. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Mitchell. Got a piece of it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. It's stolen by Johnson. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Ingles. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Saric.
Nice job by Rudy Gobert. Could have given up the rock, but has the confidence now to put the ball on the floor and force the defense to react.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Knocked away. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Conley. Over to the left wing. O'Neal passes to Gobert. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Saric. Suns leading by 6. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Gobert. Kicks it to Ingles. And the pass to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. Here's Gobert. Back to Conley. A beautiful reverse layup. And now just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
Passes to Booker. Shot, high post. They get it back, and Ayton stays with it.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. To the wing on the left. Pass to O'Neal. Conley scanning the floor. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Booker left side. Back to Rubio. Oubre on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 6 assists in the game. On the wing, Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. Gobert can't hit. Suns leading by 6. Booker the pass to Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Mitchell wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. Suns have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. To the middle, here's Booker, and he lays it straight in. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
So both teams making some changes here. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okobo. Takes a 3. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by the Jams. And here they come. It's Bradley on the wing. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. That's a great look at our location.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Oubre. Johnson, the pass to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Here's Paul. Drops in the layup for two. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Paul outside. Second chance shot. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Well, Chris Paul is usually the guy to deliver the pass. In this instance, getting to the catch-and-shoot game. Go ahead, Chris. Let your teammates make it easy on you.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Rubio misses.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. And stolen by Booker.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Ball's knocked loose. Phoenix with the ball. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 7 points in the game. Booker looking around. Johnson in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way. But just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the three. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder. Oubre, right side. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. No good from Booker.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
That one drops for him.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Johnson kicks to Booker. In the corner, it's Oubre. And he's good on the three ball.
Boy, this is an area of his game that he has stepped up from his entry point into the league. Kelly Oubre is got to be taken seriously from downtown right now.
Now here's Paul. 12 points for him. Down low. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Oubre on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Booker. Inside, here's Rubio, and Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ayton wide open. And so it's Oklahoma City in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're when it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team are already tough.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point. And it's Carter missing. The Thunder leading by 13. Here's Diallo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Diallo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Ferguson for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 13. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. There's Noel. Schroeder outside. Rebound by the Suns. Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Diallo. In the corner, it's Bridges. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Bridges has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. Diallo finds Muscala. The layup missed.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Jerome, good.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Now Muscala. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides you with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice.
Oh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Here's Diallo. Saric grabs the board.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Bridges, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Saric against Noel. Carter, the pass to Saric. Here's Kaminsky. Another shot. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Kaminsky's got his first points of the game. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Diallo, no good. Suns trail by 7. Carter, left side. And there's the pass to Saric. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Diallo. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Carter. Saric passes to Bridges. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so, all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. And the wide open shot from Paul. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 7. Shoots from 14. And Paul pulls it down.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander against Oubre. Adams' shot is good.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Out to the right wing. Rubio sinks the three-pointer.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is engaged and comes up with a key steal there.
Paul outside. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And that's exactly what they needed at this point in the game. He goes to the go-to move and extends the lead.
Johnson finds Booker. Back to Johnson. Rubio left side. Pass to Johnson. Booker with no one around misses the 3.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns trail by 6. No good from Booker. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Ayton, the pass to Oubre. Back to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. The Thunder with another miss. On the wing, Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Oubre against Paul. Now, here's Baines. He's guarded closely. Oubre can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Suns trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Booker kicks to Oubre. Passes it to Ayton. Gallinari with the steal. Ayton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker outside. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the sneaky first step of Booker. Not a speedster by any means, but still a handful on that drive.
Paul left side. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from the wing. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Devin Booker in the 3rd year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
So nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. The Thunder with another miss. Suns trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Booker. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Well, you love guys who are efficient, reliable free throw shooters. Devin Booker is not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
To the paint, it's stolen by Kaminsky. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Bridges leading the charge.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
For the lead. That shot, no good. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Booker out there with Carter. And it's Kaminsky in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Gallinari, and the layup is good. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
Pass to Booker. Saric in the corner. Clock at 6. Carter on the wing. Nailed from three-point land.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Schroeder passes to Noel. And it's Schroeder in the corner. There's the pass to Noel. He kicks it to Muscala. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Well, Phoenix shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. And slam dunk by Saric.
Well, if you're Saric, just get yourself to the right spot. Put the ball on target, and he will deliver.
Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got his first 2 points.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Saric. Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Carter. The shot's good from Paul.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Pass to Oubre. To the middle. Kicks it out to Rubio. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. From the left block, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Getting in transition, making it easy.
It's tipped. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Gallinari. Ball left side. Shot clock at 6. Over Ayton. Here's Adams outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 5. Here's Booker. Sinks that one from a post.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Paul surveying the floor. Gallinari passes to Adams. Paul dishes to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Dort. Paul with the 3. They grab their own miss. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. Paul's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Oubre passes to Booker. To the inside. Ayton finds Johnson. Rubio outside. Here's Ayton. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. It falls!
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
Oubre kicks to Johnson. Right wing. Oubre on the wing. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Saric checked in for Johnson. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Good!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Greg Ed.
played before. And once we made the finals, I just, in my mindset, I just said we're not losing. Like, I can't be 0-2 in the finals. Like, I don't, because it's hard to win in this league, let alone it's hard to make the finals. And to make it twice, I didn't want to be the guy that's known for making the finals multiple times but lost both times.
How important was Day Fry in the finals? He walked away with the finals MVP.
And nothing.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at small forward. A nice shot by Booker.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate, usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
Now Hernan Gomez after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. No good from Beasley. And here's the fast break. Beasley against Oubre. Booker in the corner and stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the basket by Okogie.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Rubio taking his time here. Johnson against Beasley. With 3. Booker. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Oubre just having a sixth sense that time, sniffing out the alley-oop and throwing it in.
Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Johnson. Throws it up high. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Booker with no one around. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Culver passes to Noel. Timberwolves passing it around. Kicks it out to Johnson. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
So huge for this offense if Johnson can be consistent with that jump shot. When he's connecting from deep, just eases everything up.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Reed the pass to Johnson. Here's Noel. He nails it, and we're tied up.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And Phoenix has possession following the three by Minnesota. Here's Baines out to Saric from deep. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Kaminsky is checked in for Aaron Baines. Down low, here's Culver. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
The pass to Jerome. Now Bridges fires the three. And Lehman pulls it down. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, known for his athleticism, Johnson can sneak up on you, and that time, that dunk looking second nature.
Carter outside. No good on the last second attempt there. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And recently, D'Angelo.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going.
Craig doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Lehman. He's out there with James Johnson. And it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Oubre. Here's Jerome. The tray. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Russell left side. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And they double up Russell. And he makes that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Here's Rubio. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Minnesota making a switch here. Towns is checked in.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
What do you think? It's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Now, here's Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Okobo. That one misses. And Minnesota now the other way. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on an 11-3 run. Towns kicks to Beasley. Hernan Gomez in the corner. To the paint. Here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to Šarić. There's the three. And it's Okobo missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Here's Okobo. Pass to Ayton. Got a piece of it. Šarić dishes to Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 13-3 run. And it's in there. Agogie's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Keeps it alive, and it's Russell with the rebound. Here's Okogie, defended by Booker.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
1:12 left in the first half. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Carter, the pass to Bridges. Up again, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 14. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Noel passes to Culver. 4 on the shot clock. And that one misses from Lehman. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's the break. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. And so it's Minnesota with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's a Kogi. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The three. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And the dunk by Towns.
Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Russell from long range. Phoenix grabs the miss. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Booker outside. On the wing, Johnson. And the shot goes in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now, here is Russell. Towns down low. He's covered by Ayton. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And already a leader at such a young age, Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Kaminsky, the pass to Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns. The Suns have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves leading by 21. To the left wing. Here's Noel. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Carter outside. And the Suns miss again. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Count that one.
It's going to take more than this to stop Towns. He's too skilled at converting on the drive.
Carter finds Oubre. He can't hit that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here we go, one-on-one. And the dunk by Towns.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Jerome, and he could not get that one to go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. .110 left to play here in the third. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Connects from three-point range. Carter's got 9 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Culver. The pass to Reed. It's stolen. Here's Carter. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 23. Minnesota again turning it over.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Baines passes to Jerome. And Baines kicks to Carter. From outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Carter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Towns throws it down.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Here's Jerome. No good from outside. Towns with it. From deep. The shot that time not on target. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Culver out there with Evans. Then it's Johnson, and it's Spellman in at the 5. Evans' shot is good. Evans has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Johnson against Šarić. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Spellman. Pass to Culver. Lets it go from deep. Šarić grabs the board. Well, Phoenix shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Johnson, a wide open look. Off target with his 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. 6 to shoot. Pass to Spellman. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Jerome. They get it again. Šarić shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
At the line for 2. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Noel passes to Evans. Count the basket. Evans has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Johnson, the pass to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The shot by Lehman, no good. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Shots good by Noel.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the rejection by Evans. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Rubio with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Lehman pass to Noel. Shoots over Rubio. Noel, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Here's Booker, and he banks in the layup.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Offensive rebound, Vanderbilt. Spellman the pass to Noel. Lehman kicks to Evans. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Sharch dishes to Ayton. Spellman with the rebound. Here's Vanderbilt. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking